Hey, what's up guys? Andrew coming at you guys today with a brand new video. Today's video is going to be Slashback Saturday, with the theme of this week being films that take place in your area or where you live. So now I had to think about this one for a while. There's really not a lot of there's a decent amount of horror movies that take place because I live in Denver, Colorado, and there's a decent amount of films that take place in Colorado. But the hard part is finding one of those to be a slasher. So I did make a choice here, and I know this film may not be considered a slasher to most people, but I definitely think it has slasher elements, and I'll talk about those in a second here. But you guys probably already know what I'm talking about, and that is the Shining here, the fantastic film, story written by Stephen King, and of course directed here by Stanley Kubrick. But yeah, I mean, essentially, the reason why I feel like this fits the slasher theme is you have, Jack Torrance, Jack Nicholson's character here, and it's him and his family are locked up in this hotel for the winter. They're snowed in. They can't leave. He's there to maintain the place during the season where it's closed, and this is based off of the Overlook Hotel, which is also known as the Stanley Hotel, which is here in Estes Park, Colorado, up in the mountains. And I have been there a couple times. It's really, really cool. If you guys are ever here, make sure you go visit there, do the ghost tour. It's tons of fun. But yeah, I mean, him and his family ends up being stuck up there during the winter, and Jack kind of goes crazy. Now, this film can be considered so many different things. It can be considered a ghost film, thriller. Like I said, I think it has slasher elements. You have a character who ends up going mad, trying to kill his own family, and although it may not get to that point, the premise of him going mad and wanting to go and kill people is essentially what a slasher is. You have a person who goes crazy and decides to kill a bunch of people, and that's what a slasher really is. And so that's why I feel like The Shining has slasher elements, and for what I had to work with, that's why I picked this film. But I'm sure most of you guys have seen this. If you haven't, great film. It's definitely a slow burn. It's a long film that has a really long build-up, but it ends very nicely. And the final few acts of the film are just crazy and over the top and just a ton of fun to watch. So I watch this movie every year. I think this was actually on my Christmas countdown, just because it's a movie that I always like to watch when it's super snowy outside and don't want to go do anything. Kind of gives me the feeling like I'm snowed in at this hotel with Jack. So let me know what you guys think down below. Make sure you guys go check out Joe, TheHORRORman's channel. I'll leave a link to him down below. This is his idea. This has been a ton of fun so far. I'm not even sure what week this is. It has to be like week 4 or 5. We've been doing it for a while now. But yeah, it's just been a ton of fun. So thank you, Joe, for putting this whole thing together. Make sure you guys go check him out, and I'll see you guys in the next video.